Tide Talk Web is back with another video. Anyway, I just want to do a little bit of talking about QB talk, the playoffs. From what I've seen so far in this playoff, I know, we're beating a dead horse here. I know Milroe's gone. God bless him for what he did at Bama. He did amazing stuff. I love him. I hate to see him go, but he unjustly takes a lot of criticism. And yes, he did quite handily lose us 3 games in the season. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. But if you think getting Will Howard or Aller from Penn State or some of these other guys would have won us games, I'm not buying it. And the reason I'm not, I looked up some stats. Some of these stats in the playoffs, like Drew Aller and Riley Leonard, their numbers are average. Like, if you add up their numbers against Milroe, they're about the same. Let's take Riley Leonard and Drew Aller. Their numbers, and this is what's funny. Their numbers are, this is yearly averages, right, to this year. 16 to 25. This is per game. 16 to 25. And this is Aller's numbers real quick. 16 to 25, 208 yards, 2 touchdowns, 19 yards rushing, and 1 INT. Riley Leonard is 16 of 25, 174 yards, 1 touchdown, an INT, and 58 yards rushing. Okay? Maybe when you get Simpson in there this coming year, it'll be more consistent. But this is what, and these are what Drew Aller and Riley Leonard numbers have been all year. Now let's compare him to Milroe's. His numbers are 16 of 25, 219 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 INT, and 56 yards rushing. So he's got pretty much identical numbers. And as we know, look how far Riley Leonard has gone with Notre Dame. And we see that right now. So with that being said, maybe it comes down to who's got the easier schedule. So that's something to throw in the mix. Now, I think that is the big difference between Notre Dame and Penn State and Alabama. Now, we may have played a little bit tougher games. Now, you could also make the argument that Drew Aller and Riley Leonard didn't have about 10 INTs in the last 4 games of the season, or turnovers. Well, Milroe pretty much did. He had like 8. So that's a big difference. And with that being said, we can't expect miracles. Maybe you could have a little bit more consistent play next year. But with that all being said and all shaken out, it's kind of interesting to see how that's all turning out. Anyway, a quick one from Tide Talk Web. I'm out.